Hello, 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 all my beautiful planty peeps. Hola, mi gente. I promise y'all, I am not crazy. I just got to get y'all hyped up and ready for all to receive all that Chula is about to bring you today. Because who says that plant care cannot be fun? Too many of us deal with too much on a day to day basis. We need to be able to laugh and have fun when we're talking about our plants, okay? I want to start off by welcoming you to my channel, Hooked on Houseplants. My name is Darlena, aka Chula, and I got a treat for y'all today. I want to start off by thanking those who so kindly participated in the poll that I put out 2 days ago. For those who voted on the potting session, that's coming. Hopefully, my next video will be repotting because I have a lot of stuff that I need to repot. Now, for those of you who did not vote, it's okay. But I don't want to hear nothing later. I don't want to hear, I don't like her content or she needs to do that. No, because you had your chance. I'm just kidding. Put it in the comments. Any type of video within reason that you would like to see, just let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. All right, y'all. First up, boom, boom, boom. Begonias. Y'all, this is my first begonia. And let me tell you something. I am so proud of my begonia. I have the nerve to actually have 26 begonia. I just cannot even believe it. I had a couple, I was able to keep them alive, and I just went crazy, buying more and more. Yeah, I think I'm bad now because I kept a few begonia alive. But look at this. I love begonia. I am bound and determined to get their care down pat because I love them. I just think that they are just gorgeous. This is Steve Leaves Fang. Okay. I'm going to try my best to put the names on the screen. I'm going to try. I'm not going to promise nothing. But look, y'all. Look. Like, wow. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is fireworks. Got my little tag in here. Now, I'm going to say right off the bat that the majority of my begonia I have gotten from Steve's Leaves. Now, I do have a surprise though at the end of this video, so make sure you stick around and watch to the end and don't be cheating and fast forwarding it to the end. No, you got to watch my whole video. I know a lot of y'all are busy, but hey, wash some clothes, cook, clean your house, do some chores, do your plant chores, and just have Chula, in the background, okay, to provide a little bit more entertainment, okay? So I got a surprise at the end, stick around. So this is also from, no, you know what? This is not from Steve's Leaves. This is from an Etsy seller called Barefoot, I believe. They have beautiful begonia. And you can obviously see why this one is called Fireworks. Especially this leaf right here. I mean, it looks just like the name. Take it in. Okay, number three. Let's see, where do I want to go? I'm gonna go here. This is, you know what, y'all? Let me put on my spectacles. Because you know I can't, your girl can't half see. This is the Soft Key. And you already know I'm gonna tear up the name, so just, just expect it. Soft Key. Who thinks of these names? Like, who thinks of these names? But look, y'all. Now, except for a few, I think I have two or three begonia that I've had about 5 or 6 months, but just like two or three of them. The majority of these are new. Like I've gotten them within the last uh couple of weeks or so. I told you I went crazy. Okay, so this is also one that I got from Steve's Leaves. And it has a very smooth texture. And it has a hint of like a yellowish, goldish center. And ooh, it's just, I love the way it feels. So this is Pancake Panasofki. I'm just kidding. It's just Panasofki. And I'm going to try my hardest not to repeat myself. I was watching one of my videos and I was like, why do I keep repeating myself? Like some of the plants, I said the plant name like 3 and 4 times. And I'm like, what is wrong with me? Like, but you know what it could be? For those of y'all who have children, especially young children, you will find yourself repeating yourself all day, every day. And so I'm thinking maybe that's why I do it, because I'm just in the habit of repeating myself with my children. And like I was looking at my video and I was counting like how many times I said, y'all gotta excuse me. I'll be trying my best. Sometimes my brain is fried, okay? Because I be tired, a lot be going on. So just excuse me. I'm trying to get better, okay? Cut your girl some slack. All right. Okay, so next up, look at this, y'all. Look at this beauty. This is the Ring of Fire. Another Steve's Leaves Begonia. Y'all get into that. Look at those colors. Like, look at these colors. Now, I am not going to talk a lot about how I care for my begonia because I just feel like I don't have freeness of speech yet. Because I have killed my share of begonia. Actually, many of these that you're going to see today, or many of the ones that you saw on my plant tour, you're not going to see here today because most of them have bit the dust. About 5 or 6 of them. And as a matter of fact, I think we should do a moment of silence for all of the begonia that I have loved and lost. Okay. Anyway, look at that. So, what I have been, because I've been doing a lot of research, I am not playing. Like, I'm determined to keep these begonia alive. So, what I have found out is that do do not overwater them. And see, that's the thing. It's like you have to find the perfect balance with begonia. They don't like to dry out, but if you overwater them, like I have never seen a plant go downhill so rapidly from being overwatered. Because I'm going to tell you, if you overwater one of these, you within a couple of days, that plant going to be like, and you're going to see all these brown, shriveled up leaves. It's just, it's like they almost melt. And then if you go too long without watering, they do the same thing. They be like, so it's like you got to find the perfect balance with begonia. Like I stick my finger in that soil like so many times. You know, it's just, it's a learning curve. It really is. I'm just going to say that I do not believe that begonias are for new plant parents. Um, there I said, maybe the cane begonias, because there's several types of begonias. There's the Rex begonias. There's the cane begonia. Um, it's probably some more, but I think it's the Riz something begonias. But anyway, there's several different kinds of begonia. So I tend to do better with the cane begonias. And I'm starting to, you know, be okay with the Rex begonia, but still it's like I feel myself like teetering on the edge. Like, okay, am I gonna come out here and it's gonna be dead or what? So, when I do water, this is what I do. Actually, I have my jug of distilled water, and this is for my begonia. And what I've been doing to water them is I've been using a little bit of this worm tea and a little bit of Super Thrive. And I have the nerve to not, I mean, I try not to go crazy. Like I'll do like a teaspoon of this per gallon, and then I'll do like a dropper full of the Super Thrive per gallon of water. I use distilled water. You probably don't have to. I just do because it just seems like begonia are so sensitive to everything. And so I use distilled water. But I did just pick this up because in my research, I found that it's good to get like a 10, 10, 10 or 15, 15, 15. You get my drift. This is from Garden Wise. Now, I have never used this before. This is a new purchase. I have not used it on my begonia yet, but I'm interested in seeing how it works. Now, you would think I would just leave well enough alone because they seem to be doing well with the way that I'm fertilizing them, but I'm always, I just cannot leave well enough alone. So I will be trying this next, and I'll let y'all know how it went. Hopefully, it won't kill them. Okay, on to the next. Oh, and when I do water, I just pour it in this container, and I usually bottom water, just like this. Now, if I feel like they're too dry, I'll very carefully over the top pour just a little bit on the top because begonia don't like their leaves to get wet. Okay, begonias are divas. They are divas. They don't like getting their leaves wet, so you better be careful. That's why most of the time I just bottom water. So this one here is begonia. What is this? U501. Also from Steve's Leaves. Look at that leaf. Like, literally, some of these leaves are like a work of art. It looks like the design was just painted on. Okay. Now, as far as substrate, a lot of these, since I just got them, I have them in the same substrate that they came in. And I'm really trying my hardest not to do what I usually do, which is snatching them up out of their substrate and repotting them. That has been another reason why my begonia just do not last, because I'm always messing with them. I'm trying my hardest, y'all, not to mess with them. Like, I be scared to even look at them. Like, when I come out here on the patio, like, I turn my head. I be scared to look at them. But yeah, don't mess with them a lot. Don't. I'm telling you, it's a kiss of death, because their root system is very fine, very fine. They don't like to be messed with a lot. And so that is something that I have learned and am learning. Leave well enough alone, especially when it comes to begonia. Now, I have repotted some and I used African violet soil. And I added just a little bit more perlite to the mixture. And that seems to have worked. I mean, they're okay for now, but they don't like well, you know what, I can't say that. I was going to say aeroid mixes that might be a little too chunky, but I'm not for sure. So don't quote me on it. Like I said, I'm just trying to leave them for the moment how they came. And the ones that I did repot, African violet soil. I know I just repeated myself, but okay. So next up is, this is one that I have been wanting for the longest. And this is the crackling rosy. When I took this one out of the box and saw this, I was just like, Steve, you hooked me up. You really hooked me up on this one. Do y'all, some of the leaves do have a little bit of damage, but for the leaf to be this big and to have come in such great shape, like, I was impressed. I was truly impressed. Okay. Crackling Rosie has a new little leaf opening up there. And this is a newer leaf as well. I don't know if you can see it. Okay. Next is Pink Mink. Yes, it rhymes. Pink Mink. I don't know if y'all can see a lot of the begonia, they have like iridescent leaves, just beautiful. This is one of the ones that, if I don't know if you can see it, but it's like the leaves are literally like iridescent. It's like just beautiful. I'm sure y'all can see why I am getting more into begonia. I hope I can keep y'all. I hope I can keep these alive, y'all. Okay. Next up is Ice Capades. Steve's leaves again, y'all. Steve's leaves need to send me some free plants, some free begonia, because I'm giving some promotion, some free promotion for Steve's leaves. Ice Capades. Okay. Next up is, now this one, y'all talking about a diva. Okay, this is the looking glass. But see, it's my fault. It's my fault the reason why she's a diva. Because, see, I was putting her in and out of soil, messing with her too much. And so now she has gotten so spoiled to where when I have tried to put her in soil twice since she's been in water. And every time, I kid you not, the next morning, she's like, it's like, oh girl, it's like, no, you did not take me up out of my water and put me in soil. I done told you I don't want to be in soil. She does not want to be in soil. So I'm just told myself I'm just gonna leave her alone. I top up her water. She's thirsty, so I'll probably top up her water about every 3 weeks, and I top it up with the same water that I just showed you that I use for my other begonia. But yeah, she likes her water, so I'm just gonna leave her alone. And at first, to show y'all how some of the stupid stuff I do, a lot of these begonia, I took them out of, no, not these that you're seeing today, but in the past, I was taking them out of their substrate and putting them in water. And I guess my reasoning behind that was, since I didn't feel comfortable with the watering, and since that seemed to be the reason why I couldn't keep them alive, I said, well, maybe if I just put them in water, then they'll be okay. Some of them were okay, but I just did not feel like they were thriving the way that they needed to be thriving. And so I repotted them all up again. And some of them did not make it because of that. But see, it's my fault messing with them too much. So this one right now is the only one that I have in water. And I have had this begonia for about a year. She had gotten really, really big. She started to decline, and so that's the reason why I took her out of soil. So, yeah, this is one of the, I think this is the oldest one that I have, the looking glass. Okay. Now, this next one, I have done this because y'all already know I don't have no cabinets, nothing like that. Like I have said so many times before, the majority of my plants are out here on the patio. I don't have any special setups, no terrariums. I know a lot of different types of begonia, they like to be in terrariums because humidity. I'm surprised I did not talk about that yet. Begonias, they love them some humidity. They love them some humidity. If you have the conditions around begonia too dry, you watch and see what happens. You gonna have some fried crispy chicken. So you may as well just, if you got uh some Orida fries in the freezer, just slap them on a pan and just eat them with your begonia because they're gonna be crispy. It's gonna be crispy like chicken. I'm not kidding you. They need humidity. And so this one, when I looked this one up, this is the postulata. It says that it's a terrarium begonia, but that I guess it can be okay if it's not in a terrarium. I got this thing and like she started crisping up right away. And I was like, oh no, like, what am I gonna do? So I got creative. And this is what I keep her in. This is like halfway filled with water. And then I have her in this little, y'all, the girl. I be having to get creative. Cause ain't nobody got a whole lot of money. So this is what I do. I have her inside of this, and to weigh it down so she don't be like bobbing all around in the water, I put these rocks in it to kind of weigh the plant down. And then I have her in this, and as you can see, there's water in there. So as the water evaporates, she gets her humidity. And it's working, y'all. It's working because I've had her for like 3 weeks and her leaves have stopped crisping. So it must be working. Look at her. Look at these leaves. You may not be able to see the texture, but they're like, what is it? Suede, not suede, or maybe suede a little bit. But the texture is very soft. And then that design on the leaves, like little lights, like so pretty. And I have another begonia that I'm going to show you in part 2 that I keep in this same setup. But she seems to be okay. Like I said, she hasn't been crisping up. So we'll just see. Hopefully she'll continue to do okay. Okay, moving on along this is a staple in most people's collections. Now, I said in the beginning that I wouldn't recommend begonia for beginners. This is one that you probably, if you're a beginner, you could probably be okay with this one. This is the Maculata polka dot begonia. I think it's also called whitey eye or something like that. But she's pretty easy care. And see, I need to order some plant supplies because I had the nerve to use a straw, okay, a red drinking straw as a support. But it's working. It is working. Now, it may be extremely ghetto, but it's working. So, polka dot begonia. She has a lot of leaves coming up too. See, this one is opening up. Okay, so this is a surprise that I have for you. These last two begonia I have gotten from Miss Gina on the pink trellis. I am a follower of Miss Gina. I love her videos. She has the most beautiful begonia. So if you are not already subscribed with Miss Gina, you need to go ahead because I really like her content. But I got this begonia Sinbad from her shop. She also has a shop, pink trellis, and I'm so happy. I hope she watches this video because I'm proud of myself for keeping these alive. But yeah, this is the Sinbad that I got from Miss Gina. Has a little flower. I featured this one on my Plant Census 360 that I will link up here for you to watch if you have not, because the texture of this here begonia is just, You probably can even see the texture. It is so pretty. And she has a new leaf there and some more down here at the bottom. So Miss Gina, I hope you are proud of me. And you know, when I saw her begonia, I was like, wow, because she has a very nice begonia collection. And so I was asking her for tips, and I loved her response when she did it. She just not too long ago did a begonia collection video, and she was just saying that it's no cut and dry um, way to care for your begonia because everybody's environment is different. And that is something that we have to keep in mind. There are certain plants that pretty much across the board is going to be the same, like cactus. We all know about their care. You can't overwater them, you know. So certain plants, it's like, okay, we all know, but other plants is just strictly depends on your environment, how warm it is, how humid it is, how much light the plant, it depends on so many different factors. So she was just saying, you know, in her environment, this is how she cares for her begonia. And so that's true. That is so true. It's like it's kind of hard to give cut and dry advice because it's kind of like it depends on so many things. But anyway, this is the last one that I got from Miss Gina, and this is one of my favorites. This is called the Manis or Menas. You can see why this one is my favorite. Do y'all see those leaves, like the iridescence on the leaves? Are y'all looking? Are y'all getting into these leaves? Look. Oh my goodness. This is one of my favorite begonia. I know I just said that. I know I'm repeating myself. And she's dripping. I just watered her, but I just love this one. And another thing about Miss Gina, when she sent me those plants, these plants, because I ordered another one from her, the way that she had them wrapped, she hand wrote a thank you card. She sent some little dragonfly clips. I mean, her customer service was just like 100%. So take some tips, okay, from Miss Gina. If you have a plant shop or you trying to sell plants, people love that. I mean, they are very impressed with good customer service, making sure that the plants are wrapped good. I mean, she just went the extra mile. So, if y'all want some nice looking plants, Miss Gina, the pink trellis. Okay. Y'all, that is all for part one of my begonia collection. So come back for part two because I got some more beauties that I'm eager to show you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please like and subscribe. And for those who have already subscribed, make sure you hit that notification button so you'll know when Chula puts out some new planty content. Okay. Thank you so much for watching my video. Y'all better have watched to the end. You better not have skipped to the end of this video. I'm just kidding. Anyway, take care, be safe. See you in the next one. Hooked on houseplants, y'all. Bye.